Hi!
Abby's
We're
here.
back.
We're back, yes, and
me.
and our fronts as well.
And me.
And you, yeah. Oh, can't forget you.
Just got back from school like 2.5 seconds ago.
Yep.
My school ends at 2:40, but it's like 3:38.
I finished at 2:45.
Oh,
And I'm still home before you. That's because I'm only up the road.
yeah, because you go to school.
I'm a lot closer.
Yeah.
So anyway, lads, hope you've had a good week. Yes, a good week ahead by all. Hope you've been modelling away and doing your bits and pieces.
Only if you want to, because it's a hobby.
Yes. I'd like to give a little mention to the Facebook page, which is going.
Don't click on the clone.
Oh well, no, the clone has got nothing to do with this.
Never mind.
Facebook page is going fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
We have a lot of people on there. How much?
Yeah, there's 150 thereabouts people on it, which is brilliant. Really, really is. For when you consider my YouTube page or channel is very, very small. Modelling itself is very, very small compared to some of the other chat. You just smell my ear. How weird. But anyway, she's at it again. During the week there, I put up a kind of a query. I was looking for rabbit's ears. I was looking. You're putting me off. I'm trying to tell people.
Happy Halloween!
I put up looking for recommendations because I think I'm doing a jet. Yes, a jet.
26 days till Halloween. Is it 26 days?
I don't normally do.
27.
No, less.
17.
Well, today's the 14th. Take 14 from 31. There you go. So, as many people might know, I don't really do many airplanes.
Nah. Oh my god, I have a double chin.
A couple of years ago, I did a couple of
double chin.
172nd airplanes.
I have a double chin, look.
Yep. And there recently, then I did a 132nd Hasegawa Japanese fighter bomber thingy majiggy.
I'm secretly
and I kind of, I must admit, I did enjoy it. I didn't get too technical, like a lot of the people that do airplanes are. And I said to myself, right, if I'm going to do another airplane, I'll do a modern one. I'll do a jet. Well, a modern-ish.
My teeth are shining.
I want to do sort of Vietnam era Phantom.
Oh, look what I do.
So I asked for recommendations on, a good kit for Phantom.
A good kit, lads. A good kit.
Most people basically said that the best out there is I can't even pronounce it, Zakuri Mura or something like that. But
thank you for your recommendation.
When I went looking for them, they're very, very hard to come by. There's only certain few places sell them. And for a 148th Phantom in that, you're looking at 98, €100, which is, I'm not going to pay that. So, sorry. Then the next best recommendation was for Academy.
Thank you for your recommendation again.
Yeah, and I looked through, Model Hobbies, which is my go-to channel or shop for.
Sponsor us. Sponsor us.
You shut up. Which I go to for my kits and things, and they have a couple. They do have a couple. They range from about 33 quid sterling to about 44, 45. So of the Academy ones, which do you think is about the best to go for? Now, when I say about the best to go for, I'm going to build out of the box. Okay, that's no extra aftermarket PE. No
except
extra
for the stuff we have.
No extra aftermarket decals, no resin cockpits or anything like that. So it's basically what's in the box. Okay, I'm going to build it out of the box. So recommendations please for a nice Phantom, Academy Phantom that's good to build out of the box. Will you stop sniffing my flipping ear? Do I smell nice or something?
It smells like this.
Glue and desperation. Careful with that.
Smells like that.
Yeah, the lid isn't properly on. That's probably why.
Smells like that.
That's probably why you're smelling that. Does it smell like that?
Yeah, that's what I was smelling. Yeah, that's what I was smelling.
I smell of to me extra thing,
No!
which is weird because I haven't been modelling today. But it was kind of half open there on the table. Silly me for leaving it like that, because as we know yourselves, you tip one of those over, and there's all the lovely little white lines gone off your board. So anyway, I've had a busy enough week. I finished
all
off.
lines up your board.
Yeah, I finished off the Zvezda T35, 1/72 scale, all finished.
That's not what I smell.
And I started. Yeah.
But I don't know how.
I started another Hetzer. Yes, another.
I ate one of those fruits in school.
Panzer 35T Hetzer, or Jagdpanzer.
I ate one of those fruits in school.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Delicious.
So,
one of my favourites.
when we get onto the bench, we'll have a look at how far I've gotten on the little Hetzer.
Oh, can I just tell you something?
We'll show you the T35.
So, strawberries was the last B.U.M fruit, wasn't it?
Yes, your strawberries.
When I went downstairs after the B.U.M, I ate them all in 5 minutes.
I know, yeah. Yeah, but you only ate the outside. You let the little bit in the centre.
Yeah, I don't eat that. It's disgusting.
You were supposed to eat the whole strawberry,
No, I
not
ate
just
the
a little
outside.
bit.
I ate the outside of it. Because the outside is the juicy part. All the juices lay.
Yeah, because there was a box of just gunge
Yeah.
left. It didn't look very appetising what you'd left on the thing, and then left it on the couch.
Wasn't me. That was the boys. They took one.
They took one, so they're responsible.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get down to the bench. We'll have a look at.
They were the last people to take one. They took one of the mouldy ones. I didn't tell them though. It wasn't mouldy. It was a bit like taken off, and it was like a dark red.
A little bit extra squishy.
Yeah.
A little bit overripe.
They ate them, and they said it was fine. So.
Yeah, we drink them anyway. So anyway, let's get down to the bench. We'll have a look at what I've been working away on, and a little bit of discussion on that.
I really did. Daily news from school. I caught myself from school.
Yeah, pinched between two tables. Poor little thing.
It's all purple, isn't it? Like, and there's a bit of like a bump.
Oh.
For
We
her.
call you an ambulance. You're an ambulance.
Ambulance.
I'm
going to turn this off.
Let's go down to the bench and we'll have a look at what I've been working on. Okay, so here we are down at the bench, and we'll start off with this, the little 35 T35 in 1/72 scale. Isn't she cute? Ta-da-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Glad I got rid of Abby for a few minutes, so I might have a little bit of peace and quiet, says he. You can hear her shouting in the background. Anyway, there's the little T35. Very, very enjoyable build. It really, really was. I was delighted in how it turned out. Okay, and weathered. It looks dirty enough and used and all that. Kind of happy with that. Okay, really happy with how it turned out. Okay, fabulous detail. Considering the size and the scale, the detail is absolutely brilliant. Compared to say the kits that I used to make as a young fella. They would have been all 1/72 scale kits, and they were as basic could possibly be, with the sort of the rubber band tracks and 80 to 90% of the detail sort of moulded onto it, and even at that, I'd say the accuracy of it wasn't exactly the best. If you got a Tiger tank, it was basically they did back in the day you had the Airfix and that was it, and it was just a Tiger tank, and it was a kind of a mixture of all of them put together to make a Tiger tank. When I say all of them, all the variations, sort of the older, the newer, mid, late, early, the whole lot put together. But anyway, there's the little T35. Came out really, really well, really, really nice, I must say. Very nice indeed. So we put that away, put that over there. So I've been working on a Hetzer. So there's the Hetzer that I did there some months ago. Okay, we get some better light on that. Okay, there's the headset I did a couple of months ago. Lovely little kit from Academy. That camouflage design came basically with it, as in the it came with a mask set. Now the mask set for this one, unfortunately, well I wouldn't say unfortunately, because otherwise I'd be doing the exact same thing all over again, which, you know, it's a bit boring to a certain degree. But I gave it away. Yes, I gave it away. Somebody said, they mentioned in the comments that they were doing a Hetzer, and you know, they liked how the paint job was and how hard it is to get this, that and the other. And I mentioned that I had a spare mask set if they would like it, and I sent it off to them. So I think it was off to Sweden or someplace, I can't remember. But you know, I wasn't going to use it, so I might as well give it to somebody who is going to use it. So the next one now I'll be doing will be this one here, and I've already, like I said, I've already started it. Okay, I'm up as far as that. The tracks, literally just finished the tracks off last night. With the first one, what I did was, when I did the tracks, I did them as a one long piece, and then kind of tried to fit it in and around and over, you know, say like you do when you're doing link and length tracks. And it was purely down to this piece here, the overhanging piece here. It was practically impossible to get them in. It was a bloody nightmare. So I said I'd go down a different route this time, and went back through my videos and saw how I did it and sort of what I'd said about it. So I decided to change the way I did it, and this time I actually built them on the vehicle. Okay, as in there's all the single ones here. I made all the single ones into a piece. There was 8 of them in a thing. So I made them like you would make the individual link tracks, because they were indie link tracks. Set this piece to where it was supposed to go, because these are 2 pieces here. Set that piece to where it was supposed to go, and then just wrapped the other one around it while the glue was still sort of hardening, still soft, and you could sort of, you know, bend the pieces around. So I got them around, then put just literally, then, you know, added around, same around here, then with the more single pieces, same idea again. And it was much simpler, went together pretty straightforward, I must say. No problems with it whatsoever. Painting it's going to be a bit awkward, because you can't really paint them as separates, because the minute you go putting glue on, you know yourself, you're going to end up your paint running and all that kind of stuff, because the glue sort of reacts with the paint. So and I don't like using the super glue on them, because then you're sort of another whole set of problems. I don't like using super glue, actually. I know you have to with PE, but in general I don't like using it. Usually end up sticking myself together, that's why. So I've decided to do that. And the only reason I'm building this, and also the reason I've asked for recommendations on the Phantom, is I've nothing left to build. I have no stash. That was my stash. That was what was left in my stash. And it was a case of what am I going to purchase next? And I've spent ages there going, what will I get? Will I get this? I was looking down through the list of all the tanks and God knows what else. And it just sprung to mind, geez, I tried to do an old jet, well, not an old jet, but a modern jet, modern-ish, and then I came up with the Phantom, the Vietnam era Phantom, because it's just, I just like the shape of it and all that. I really do. I like the shape of it. Now I know that the Phantom has tons and tons of decals, whichever one you go for, it's going to be loads of decals. So I've asked people like which is the best one to go for within the Academy range now, because I've kind of the Zukimura, I pronounced that probably wrong, but they're very expensive, absolutely very expensive. They'd be ideal now if you're going to have entering competitions and things, get your little bit of aftermarket and do a totally stellar job on it, and enter that into a competition or whatever. But this is going to be my first modern jet, so I'm going to build it out of the box. No aftermarket, none of that stuff, and just see what I come up with. So that's why I've kind of asked for recommendations regarding which is the best one to build out of the box. I know that some kits say an excellent kit, but if you use a resin cockpit, it makes it so much better, because the cockpit that comes with it doesn't really fit properly. You know, in a kit like that, then you've got some form of justification for going off and getting a resin cockpit. But I don't want to go down that line, because I mean, I'm a hobby modeler. I kind of try to keep it on the cheap, because I do so many, and especially with the channel, I'm doing sort of one after the other, and I'm doing them pretty fast. I mean, some people might take 2 months, 3 months to build a kit, whereas I've it done and painted in a couple of weeks, up to a month. Like the big Tiger there took just over a month to build, but on average I'm talking about 3 weeks to build a kit, because I only work a little bit in the evenings when I'm doing them. So like I said, I don't have a stash. My stash is 0, and that's the last of my stash, and that's why I asked for recommendations for a Phantom. And like I said, I still haven't. People might come off and pick out the absolutely perfect one for me when it comes to me then purchasing. I might go off then and end up going for another vehicle. The old vehicles, kind of the armour side of me might take over, or I might get another one of them, because I'm thinking of doing the Meng Bradley again. I did one of them, but when I did the Meng Bradley, I did it very early on, when I got back into the hobby, and a couple of parts of it could have been a lot better. They could have been a lot better. So I'd like to do one again. I mean, there's lots of ones I'd like to do that, I'd like to go into one that's got a full interior, that kind of thing. But again, the old sort of the prices can be a bit prohibitive. But anyway, lads, there's the Hetzer I'm working on, and there's the T35 that I just finished. Okay, so let's get back up now to myself and Abby. I'll call her back in. Seems I have her banned when I'm talking, because she'll just keep interrupting. She's deadly. And call her back in, and we can do the bum fruit and the bum chocolate. Okay. Right, there we go. That's the Jagdpanzer 38T Hetzer that I've been working on. Look at the older one that I did about 8 months ago, actually, and also the finished T35 in 1/72nd scale. A lot of people commented on that, saying how much detailed 1/72nd have gone compared to what they used to be, and I definitely agree with that.
It's near Halloween, so I had my hand.
The old quality and all that of the 1/72nd scales, nothing compared to what we used to build as kids.
I need my chair.
You need your chair, as in my lap, my knee. Come back in here.
Yeah, because I'm over here normal, but it's like, at least we don't have the squeaky camera anymore.
Well, we probably do. So all that's left now is
the chap.
All that's left now is this week's
Where is the fruit?
bum fruit and bum chocolate. I'm going first, am I? Yes, boss. So this week's bum chocolate, one of my favourites. Then again, I say that every time.
Yeah,
one of my favourites.
I actually like this chocolate as well.
Yeah.
It tastes. We're supposed to have shampoo that smells like these, but it changed. It's like fruity smell now.
Is it?
Yeah, I use it all the time. It smells really good.
It's got kind of a smell of.
I haven't even bathed.
Yeah. So
I'm doing it tonight.
You can still smell it off your hair now.
From last Sunday.
You manky bitch. So anyway,
I was supposed to do it on Wednesday, but I was busy. So.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was busy with friends.
So anyway,
I'm waiting for the stupid cold van so I could get a Magnum. I love chocolate Magnums. the chocolate. We can use one for the B.U.M chocolate.
It'll be melted by the time we get you. If you get
I
one.
can just keep licking it.
So anyway, lads, this week's B.U.M chocolate.
Bounty!
A blue bounty. What's the difference between a blue bounty and a red bounty?
Different flavour. Different packet.
The blue bounty is milk chocolate.
And the red one is dark chocolate.
Yeah, your favourite.
If you're new here, I hate dark chocolate, and I love white chocolate and milk chocolate. I just hate dark chocolate.
A lot of kids don't like dark chocolate.
No,
when I was a kid, I didn't really like it very much.
Like things that are like dark chocolate with like mint, like After Eights. I love After Eights, but like
that's because the mint takes over the flavour of the chocolate.
But like I can't have too many of them because then the chocolate smell. Here's me now eating a full box of them on Christmas now. I ate like a whole box. The Christmas hamper, everyone gets their own.
And this week's B.U.M fruit
is in the apple.
An apple.
This is my second favourite fruit because it looks like a tooth. Does it kind of look like a tooth?
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, that's why I eat apples.
Do you ever hear to say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but an onion a day keeps everybody away. If you ever eat an onion, nobody will talk to you then.
I hate onions.
I love onions. Onions are very nice. Can you name two fruit that would make, or two vegetables that would make you cry?
Onion and a shallot.
An onion is one, yeah.
And a shallot.
A shallot? It's basically an onion. How about a turnip?
A turnip? No. Yeah.
Did you ever get a slap of a turnip?
Oh, that'll make you cry.
So anyway, lads, that's it for this week's B.U.M. Thank you all for taking your time out to watch it.
I need to polish.
Before she's polished the living daylights out of the apple with a Q-tip. Take you a long time. Don't go destroying the thing now because it's going to be... So anyway, lads, that's it. Like I said...
some more. There's some more in the bathroom.
But more? No, there isn't.
There is.
No, there isn't.
Yeah,
I robbed the last few.
Yeah, but the girls are going to go to Aldi and they'll probably get some.
Oh, really? They've already back.
They probably already have some then.
Probably.
I'll have to. I have to clean the bathroom after this. I hate cleaning the bathroom.
So anyway, lads, don't forget to join us next Monday for another B.U.M.
Actually, I'm going to clean the bathroom.
During the week, I will have an update done on the Hetzer. And like I said, I'm not doing it the way I normally do the updates. As you may have noticed, there was no unboxing or anything like that. Purely because, you know,
laziness.
No.
I'm kidding.
I'd sort of 8 months ago, I already did an unboxing on the exact same kit.
No need to do two.
The Academy one, so it's only when it's a new kit that I haven't covered really that I'll do an unboxing of. And same for sort of build series because they're basically both built the same. Apart from the way I did the tracks on this one compared to the first one I did. First one, if you remember.
You should just make a track video.
I tried to make the tracks all as one and then wrap them around, and it was very, very difficult and hard, and it basically broke me melt. Whereas this time I built them on it. You know what I mean?
That sounds even more difficult.
I already explained that I built them onto the model rather than building them separately and then putting them onto the model.
Explained.
I actually built them on the model. So anyway, that's it. So it's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from this polishing apple.
Goodbye from the apple polisher.
And the apple I'm polishing.
We'll catch you next week.
That looks like fire because it's red, orange and then yellow.
Oh. So don't forget to like, comment if you have any comments to say or anything you want to ask me or say to me. And
like my teacher.
We'll catch you next week. So in the meantime,
hit the bell. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you, we appreciate it. You forgot that part, like you forgot the whole thing.
And don't forget your part. What's your part? Like Abby said, kind of.
Apple said.
Go out and buy yourself a kit, build it, and enjoy it. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about enjoyment and you know.
And you don't have to do it. It's a hobby, and you can watch this without having models.
Yeah, this is what my channel is about. It's about the hobby builder, not the.
But you don't have to model to watch us.
Yeah, not the competition the people that build stuff for competitions. Fair play to them. I think they're absolutely fabulous. I'm not dissing them
You
in
did.
any
You
way.
did one competition.
I did, but it was a Mickey Mouse competition really compared to. It wasn't a IPMS or anything like that type competition.
Yeah, it was one in the gathering.
Yeah, it was a kind of a local type one, and there wasn't that many entries, so it wasn't really that hard to win. So, until next week, lads, stay safe. Goodbye.
Wait. Hard as rock.
Bye.
You love
Say
my
goodbye.
apple.
Say goodbye.